at you. There's 12 of you on here. So good to see you. Bonnie, Richard, Ms. Letha, still in Pahrump, and Megan. Kathy says, the weather is sunny and in the 60s at the Jersey Shore. And Kathy is one of my channel members. And I just realized, man, I have not posted anything for my channel members in a while. I have just not been with it. Do y'all ever get like that where you're just like, it's like, I don't know if it's burnout or what, but I'm in this thing where I'm just not motivated for much. Has anybody else experienced? Wait, Bubby, say hi before you go. He's been in my lap. Well, if you're going to be talking, Mama, I'm going to leave. But has anybody else experienced that? I mean, I've heard from several of my friends that's like they just don't feel like doing anything and working and getting up and going to work and doing all of that. Time change, yeah, that has been a huge factor. I know it messed both Frugal and I up. Hi, Sarah and Tan. Yes, Kathy, thank you for saying that. Hi, Debbie. It has been a crazy few months, and I was thinking about it. Hi, Tan. And I was thinking about when it might have started, and I think it goes back to I think it was July when I got notified. I have to have glasses on to see you guys what you're saying. When I got notified. And Bonnie says she ate and slept for a week after Coco. A good tired. I get that. They notified me that they had dropped me from my insurance, and so the state of Nevada dropped me from dropped me from my registration, and then I had to go through all of that, and it was going to cost me $500 for reinstatement. And I was like, I ain't doing it. I ain't giving Nevada another dime of my money. And then I ended up moving here and I'm at my docking station now, and getting a wonderful permanent place that will serve as my docking station. I mean, after all, I'm 66 years old, and gonna have to get off the road at some point, not anytime soon. This is a docking station, kind of like I always say, it's like Star Trek. I come into the docking station and stay a while and back out and move on down the road. And so that's what it is for me at this time. But I was like, I'm not doing Nevada anymore. I'm not keeping my residency there. And then I ended up buying a place, and so it turned out great. But it was all very hectic, very stressful. And then when you buy a place, I don't care what it is, whether it's a big sticks and bricks, a small sticks and bricks, a condo, or in this case, an RV lot with a casita, there's maintenance on that and things that you have to do in a transfer residency. And then, and then Phoenix broke down in between all of that with the carburetor issues. And I just recently, last night, or in the last few days, have been finding receipts and everything from that. And it started with, remember that air filter, I'm looking at Jenna in case y'all are wondering, that air filter thing that guy said I had an air vacuum leak, and he fixed that with that one little bitty part. He put his thumb down there and he's like, this shouldn't do that. You remember that? It started with that, all the receipts, and it's just been building ever since. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, she's saying that was a year and a half ago, but it started then, and so then it's the receipts show it's just been getting worse. And then I had that debacle, and that was around the 4th of July. There in Eagle's Nest and not Red River, Angel Fire. And it has just been ongoing. And then KOKO Fest, which was wonderful. But I tell you what, I just am, I'm like flatlining. It's ridiculous. I don't get up early in the mornings. I'm usually an early riser, 4, 5, 6 a.m. I've been sleeping in till 7 or 8, getting up and eating breakfast, and I lie back down. So, not so much the last few days because I've been doing some project work, but is he about to knock a drink over?
No, I just don't know what he's doing.
He's just running around back there checking out lizards. Yes, yeah, Kathy, Phoenix, I take her in. I take Phoenix in on Tuesday. I've talked to them and everything, and I let my patrons know, and I need to let my YouTube members know. I'm sorry I forgot to post there, but I will do that. That I take her in on Tuesday, and hopefully they'll work with me, and she'll get fixed. So stay tuned for that for next Friday Night Live. And Robin says it's 69. Here it is about the same thing right now. I think it's like 71. Judith, hi. She says it's starting to rain there. I've enjoyed texting with you, Judith. There's Norman. He's my first YouTube channel member. Norman, I don't know if you were on when I was sharing that. I just don't. Is he bothering you?
No.
Oh. Hang on, we got something going on. What's happening?
I thought he was choking.
Oh, you thought he was? She thought my dog was choking. That's a bother. Jana, can you come around here and look at this? I can't turn my phone. I've got something on my phone. I don't know what's going on. What is that right there?
You got a new member.
Oh, I got a new member.
Debbie's Journal Dreams.
Oh, wonderful.
There's a Pro
Prose. Yeah, okay. I don't see that. That's wonderful.
Can you click on it?
No, I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Okay. I didn't know what that meant. That's awesome, Debbie. Well, I know that she was already. Robin says, Debra, 7 a.m. You're getting lazy. I know, but I don't get a lot done if I get up late. But Deb's a member of our WOW workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Yes, Lori, I'm praying for that too. Terry is in Washington, cold but sunny. Yeah, it's beautiful weather here today. I'm in short sleeves. I do have my jacket on my chair in case I need to put it on. But, Debbie, that's so wonderful. Let's see. I'm going to back up on comments, you guys. Hang on. Norman says, happy Friday, everyone. And yeah, Tan, emotional stress causes fatigue, and I think that's a lot of what it is. That, and Jana was gone for several days. She went to Texas to check on her property, and I took advantage of while she was gone of getting a lot of project work done where I have to spread out, and it was like, receipts. And Jana, would you grab my sticker book? Thank you. Debbie, were you the one that posted on the WOW Workshop Facebook that you were having trouble with your membership? Let me know if that was you. If that's so, I get it, because I thought you were already a member because you've been a part of WOW Workshop, and now it's making sense to me. But I have had traveling. I got behind on throwing things into a memoir book and a memory book, and I have a sticker book that I'm going to show y'all here in a second. And I got behind, and I was just throwing it into boxes and bags, and I had like 3 years. And oh, good, Deb. I'm glad we got that straightened out. Anyway, I had like 3 years that I got am getting caught up on, and it feels so good. And part of that, the reason I'm able to do that is because I have a docking station and I can spread out, and it's so wonderful. You know, I can do a stack of stickers, a stack of, I went all the way back to 2021, 22, 23, 24, and have been taking care of administrative stuff like that. But let me show y'all my sticker book. I know it's not on the agenda. Not agenda. I'm in like board meeting. What the hell? Can I get a motion to second that? Squirrel. What is it? Wasn't in the title. Golly, that's what I need. I need a board of directors to handle Deborah, a president, a vice president, a secretary, a treasurer. Megan says second. That's awesomeness. But here is my sticker book. Here's the outside of it, various stickers. And here's the back of it, various stickers. You can tell I meant to do frugal all the way across, but I only had 2 of her stickers. And then I was like, she doesn't need me using up her stickers. She needs to be giving them out, so I quit. And then some of my old stickers, and I can't see who. Rolling Steel Tent, my friend Al. I've got Adventures of Pi. At the 2019 van build, and I've got a video of him. You guys go, yes, John, I'm in New Mexico at my docking station. Anyway, you guys go check out that video of Adventures with Pi. I used to have, my Nonnikins was a registered Rhodesian Ridgeback, and he was at the van build. He's from Germany. And he had a beautiful Rhodesian Ridgeback. And we stayed in touch for a very long time. And now we're down to just liking each other's Instagram stuff on occasion. But he left the van build and he went to, he was dry docking at it was a campground, but it was just open, dry docking. And these people, he had Pi on the dog, his Ridgeback, one of the prettiest Ridgebacks I've ever seen. Had him on a leash, on a short leash. It wasn't even a long leash. He was even inside the area of the picnic table. He wasn't out. And these people pulled in so close, they ran over Pi. And it's heartbreaking. But hey, Tan, email me that. Remind me. Email me. I'll take care of that. You got it. But anyway, y'all go check out Meet Pi, and so that's on there. And of course, y'all know Dubs. And then this is a park protector. I signed up with the national parks. Both Frugal RV Gal and I both signed up as national park protector members. And then on the back, the Dan Van, Barb, the old farmer's wife, our friends Billy and. Rhonda, I started saying Brenda, and I'm sorry. Rhonda, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Billy and Rhonda, Strong's Adventures, Marge and Jeff, RV Ashes in April. Oh, Jana's first sticker, you guys. I had her write it on there. Her very first sticker, Frugal RV Gal. Retire, early, sell, travel. That was one of her very first stickers. My friend Tim Untethered, who does my Nomad directory. I'm going to be putting an article up on Patreon soon. If you haven't checked out mynomaddirectory.com, please go do that. One of the best travel apps you can use. Our friend Just Babs that helped me make my curtains. And, of course, the Cassandra Long Band. You guys know that we love them. I won't go through all of these, but on the inside page, there's some more. Oh, this ought to be interesting.
There's your bumper sticker.
There's my bumper sticker. Coco, no matter what, one day at a time. Keep on keeping on. A Gypsy Pear. Anyway, there's just going to be a whole bunch in here. We've got Aja, Johnny's Journey, Rady. Anyway, just on and on and on. And
No, this isn't Johnny's.
oh no, that's not, is it?
Well, because you have another.
Oh, I do have Johnny's Journey. Here's
Yeah,
here's Johnny's Journey.
Yeah.
And anyway, so Dory, Destination Open Road. Anyway, just a whole bunch of different stickers, and I don't have it all in there yet. Swanky, Rex, Lone Star Rider. Anyway, it was fun to start getting my stuff caught up and done. And if I don't finish, I can leave it in my casita and work on it when I get back. But anyway, it makes a difference having a docking station. I'll be honest with you. It makes a huge difference, at least for me. But I also was on the road for 9 years without one. Well, I mean, I had the one in Pahrump for that 6 months during 2020 at the onset of all that craziness. But but a permanent one that is mine forever. You know, it makes, for me, it has made all the difference in the world. I also am going to do a little bit more. Melanie is asking, are those all people who have YouTube channels related to van life? Yeah, I believe it is, isn't it?
Nuts.
Hike with me, Carol. I don't. We were just, she's on here. We were just saying that last night. Jana got back from Texas and I was showing her and we were like, I don't have Bob's early stickers. I didn't have Hike with me. There were several in here that we realized that neither one of us have. So we both want one, Carol. And Hike with Me, yes, love you, sweetheart. Hike with Me is also another wonderful video of mine. She took me kayaking down the Colorado, and Jenna's going to go try to find the link to that one. It was one of the most special days of my life to date. Is that day with Carol, Hike with Me, kayaking down the Colorado. There are times that I go back and remember that day and watch that video, and it just fills my soul. So Carol, I'm so glad that you're on here and that I could say that to you. And thank you again for that day. She came and got me, and we drove all the way down to and put in at Mitri Lake and down near Yuma. And then spent the day on the Colorado. It was wonderful. I'm so glad I have that video to go back and look at, Carol. And we can't wait to see you. Hope to see you this summer. Hope to do some hiking. This winter, I mean. Hope to do some hiking. Jana wants to do some geocaching. So we sure hope we get to see you. It was special, Sarah. I don't want to give away the video because I want people to go watch it, and Jenna's looking for it right now. But we did the Colorado, and on kayaks, and we stopped for lunch, and we backed up into the reeds, not weeds, reeds. And anchored to eat lunch in our kayaks. Oh, there it is. And Jenna just put that up. Now y'all watch it after the FNL, or go click on it now. It's worth it. I promise you. And half of you have given me thumbs up. If those of you that are willing would close the chat, not the video, not the FNL, but close the chat and hit that thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate it. So Jenna just got back from Texas checking on her property, and she'll be out this winter. Good deal. I got you, Carol. As long as we get to see you, and we can maybe come to you. So just stay in touch and let us know. We'll work it out. But before I got off on what I was doing while Jana was gone, that's it. So I was doing all of my admin stuff, and I'm behind on videos, and I'm behind on getting KOKO Fest stuff out. But I'm okay with that because I need to kick back a little bit for a while, and so but anybody that's disappointed in the content that I'm behind on, I apologize, but I'll get there. So, but when I wasn't working, when I wasn't doing my admin stuff and doing the WOW workshops, I was working on my projects. And so I was doing 10, 12, 14-hour days. And then Jana got back last night, right? She got back last night. See, I'm disoriented. She got back last night, and I crashed today. It's like Jana's home. I'm safe. The world is right, and I'm getting caught up on stuff. And then today I was just like...
3 mornings today.
I had 3 mornings today. Oh, it was 3. so I like I said, I got up, and yes, Carol, we're very happy about that too. So I got up this morning, and I fixed breakfast for Jana came over, and because I knew she wouldn't feel like fixing breakfast after being gone and just getting back and everything. And so I had some sausages already defrosted and everything, and I texted her and I said, you up to having breakfast? And she said, yeah. So she came over for breakfast, and I slept in. So we ate a late breakfast, and then got that all done, and she went home, and I was going to work on laundry and do all kinds of stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm laying back down. I promptly took like a 3-hour nap. I just normally don't do that, and I'm not sick or anything. I just am exhausted, but it's good. It's good. It's because I've had so much going on. But it's on the flip side of that. The thing to look at is that I've gotten so much done. I've gotten I'm getting Phoenix taken care of. I've changed residencies. I have a permanent home, docking station. I am getting caught up on things that I've been behind on from not having a docking station. Just so many. Yes, Lori, that's it. And then they had my last KOKO Fest. But we're going to talk about other meetups and everything here in a minute. And so I'm all right with kicking back for a while. I know it's not permanent. I just you know, I don't want to lose any of you, but you know, if overall I lose people because for lack of content for right now, I have to be okay with that. I'm just in a mode where I'm doing all I can do every day. Oh, and I cut my hair. Did anybody notice? I cut like a foot off. No, not that much. But I cut my hair. I'm doing like things like that. Just, you know, kicking back. I was going to paint my little casita, my little she shed. But I don't have that in me to do. We're not going to be here that long. We'll be leaving at the end of a month. Yeah, Robin, it's been a lot in a short period of time, and I'm ready to kick back and you know, I probably am shirking too many responsibilities, but I'll get over it and get back in the saddle, so to speak. But when I come back late spring, early summer, when I pass through here at my docking station, maybe I'll paint my she shed then. Thanks, Tan. I appreciate that. I'm enjoying it being a little shorter. I didn't cut that much off, and it's not very curly right now, but I didn't cut that much. I probably cut 3 inches off, and but I like it a lot better. So my title was I don't know.
You didn't say my hair, my hair.
My hair. Jenna's like, you Tan comment here. You have to say your hair, my hair, my hair.
Capitalized hair too.
She capitalized hair. That's funny. I didn't even say.
Docking station. Why and why not? Texas, New Mexico, Arizona.
Oh,
USA.
okay. Yeah, let's talk about Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. Okay, so I didn't see where Hike With Me said we did Squaw Lake and the backwaters of the Colorado. Good. See, I didn't even know where we were. I will follow you. Wherever she wanted to go, I went. It was awesomeness. Peace, Dove. Was there a casita tour? No. I'm not. No, maybe one day, but no. This is my personal home, and you get a tour of my rig and any updates I do in it. But yeah, probably. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll show you the inside of it, but this is my private home, and I'm not putting it on the World Wide Web, and I hope you guys understand that. Hi, Marcia, Mouse Boots. Y'all, I'm fixing to mention you and Linda in a minute. Marcia, you didn't even know that when you got on here, did you? Sarah says she needs to cut her hair. She can't see her fringes in her eyes. Well, on your job, you need to be able to see, Sarah. Okay, I'm backing up to see if I missed anything before I start talking about Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. So, man, they're driving fast. It's so funny, you guys, because where we are, we have no roads, no highway noise, no roads. It's a very small, private, secured, fenced park, so there's nobody driving through. And so we might hear 3 vehicles a day. And so when we do, it's like, vehicle. It's so weird. But hang on. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to get more stickers. Let's see. Oh, good. Kathy said she signed up for my Nomad directory. Good deal. We'll do. Deborah got PayPal here. Tan, you don't need PayPal. All I need you to do is y'all remind me via email about the stickers. You don't need PayPal. Oh, Debbie says her husband used to work at Area 51 back in the 80s. Well, I have that Area 51 sticker because my docking station was right across from Area 51. And in fact, I could walk across to a travel center that was the Alien Travel Center. It was also attached to a brothel. Because in Nevada, brothels are legal. And it was out in the middle of nowhere. And I think I've told y'all this before, but they had like one of those telescoping poles that would go like 50 feet, 100 feet, way, way up in the air. And it was just a little red, wasn't probably that big. And it rotated. And when it was on, that meant the girls were working. And that parking lot would fill up with truckers within the hour. It was so. It's like, where do they? I mean, do they? I guess they radio each other and go, "The girls are here." It was so bizarre. So I was across from Area 51 and the Area 51 brothel. Not related to me and my park at all. Let's see. All right, I am. Backing up, I know I'm behind. I hear your motion to present stickers and approve. Oh, y'all are awesomeness. Yeah, there's gonna the supermoon that was on my thumbnail. Part of the thumbnail. I took that last night. Let's see. I think I'm caught up.
Why and why not? Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, USA.
Yeah, thank you, John, and thank you, Jana. All right, so is Jana able to start park Penny on your lot, and how does that work? They have accommodations for guests and visitors at this park. It is very quiet and peaceful. It will work well for, yes, Robin, that's what I was just saying to Rob. It will work great for my brain injury to be here. That is one of the reasons that I had not ever gotten a permanent place, is because even where I had my docking station before, it was right off of a highway, not like an interstate, but a major highway. And that would not have worked for me to be able to stay there long term. But it was great for the time period that I had it. It kept me safe through COVID, and I had high hopes for it. But that would not have worked for me long term. But this, as you can see, is perfect for me, and it's wonderful. So okay, Texas, Arizona, and Nevada.
Not Nevada.
No, I just got through talking about Nevada. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Hi, Boondocking with Dennis. Thank you for the shout out on your channel. You're so awesome. So why and why not Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona? Okay, so you guys know I was born, bred, and raised in Texas. My career was in Texas. I am a Texan. My roots go deep in Texas as far as my genealogy.
All my exes
Oh,
live in Texas.
Janice says all her exes live in Texas, and that's not true. They used to. But
I know where all my exes are.
you know, or you do? You
No,
know?
I don't.
I probably know where her exes are better than she does. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying now. Totally lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Somebody, she just derailed me talking about her damn exes.
So, your roots are
My roots.
your roots are deep in Texas.
Hmm.
That song hit me. My roots are deep in Texas.
Yeah. So Samuel Abel Dickinson, and I wish I'd oh, it's on my phone. I can't show it to you. Anyway, he was General Sam Houston's physician, and my relatives came over on the Mayflower, and I actually had 4 relatives on the Mayflower, and then the family settled in Texas. There was a family farm there and everything for generations. So I go deep in Texas, and Texas will always be a part of me. But Texas does not work for me on many levels, and as a traveling camper, it is not feasible. There isn't, as you guys know, there isn't public lands per se. There's one national park. It's a great state park system that I worked for and love. Both Jana and I both love the Texas Parks and Wildlife, but it is way beyond my budget. Am I Scotch Irish? I don't think so, John. If my cousins were on here, they could answer that. Megan, if you want to send me the names of your relatives that were on the Mayflower, I can confirm that for you. You'd have to email me. I am eligible actually to be Daughters of the Republic of Texas, as well as the Mayflower Society. But I haven't done that paperwork. Don't know how to do that paperwork and may never do that paperwork. But it would be kind of fun because my lineage truncates with me since I wasn't able to have children. And I have no full-blood sisters. My sisters are all half-sisters, and I am the only child born to my mother and father that carries on that Dickinson legacy. For that line, it truncates with me. And so it would be nice to have that and to represent my line of the family in that way. So that's something I'd really like to do, but it's not something I'm capable. All that paperwork and everything's not something I'm capable of doing. So that's a side story. So having said that, when I first started out, I thought that I would do all of the parks, all of the state parks. I thought that I would visit all of the county capitals in, no, John, I've already done all my genealogy. I haven't, and what I haven't done, my relatives have done. I've got every, to the nth degree, my genealogy is done. I just don't, you're asking me a question I don't know without having to go back and look at those records and everything. I don't carry that in my head anymore. My family's even written, my Dickinson family we even have a book of all of that. And Sarah, that would. Yeah, and I wish my cousins were on here because they could answer that because they're able to retain the memory of all that. I just can't without going and looking it up. So if you want to email me about that too, Sarah, I can look it up. Enough about that. I thought that I would visit all the courthouses in Texas, and I thought that I would visit all of the Texas state parks. That was one of my goals. I could be Robin. That's the other one that I could be for Texas and for the United States. But I can't do that paperwork. I have all the stuff that I need, but I don't know how to do that. I can't even fill out the stuff to renew my passport. So the brain don't work that way anymore. Jana's going to help me with that. But
I was thinking about
Dicey Langston. Oh yeah, you want to tell them about Dicey while I take a drink?
I can.
Okay, she's going to tell you about her relative and her heritage.
I'll put a link to that video. I think it's Genealogy. That's a great thing to do on the road is genealogy because you can go to all these places and check out your genealogy, which I think I called my video, and I'll find it and put it in the description about my ancestor. She was during the American Revolution. And if you go to Travelers Rest, South Carolina, they're trying to put up a statue of her, Dicey Langston, on Main Street. And I think maybe I think my video is called something Hobbies for Nomads. But it's about them putting up constructing a statue of her on Main Street in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. So anyway,
You got to go there and
yes. So traveling, I've never been there. I wanted to go there. I wanted to, see where She was buried. She's actually buried in a private graveyard cemetery, so you can't actually go there. But they do have a memorial there for her. And my grandmother was a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution. I just never joined because when I contacted my chapter in Texas, they said, well, you have to come and join and be a member, and then you can join the big daughters. And I was like, of course, I was in my probably 30s. And I was like, I don't want to go sit with a bunch of old ladies.
Now I would.
Yeah, doing, having tea and coffee with them. But anyway, so I want to see if I can find that video and y'all can go watch. And there is a GoFundMe page to help build a statue. They need I don't know, $100,000 to build a statue.
Yeah, so put that link up too if you can find it. So here's a question. Oh, whoops. Let me raise it back up. Jenna's chair is shorter than mine. There we go. All right. So here's a question for you guys. What character in what book?
That's true.
What character in what book talked about Dicey Langston and her?
Wrote about her.
I did. I put it in my book because I was hoping to help raise money for to get that statue to help. Hi, Just Babs. Good to see you. Hey, Babs. I don't know if you were on here, but I was showing my sticker book. And let me go through my sticker book. And where's my sticker book? Are you on the front? On the back. All right. This is the back of my sticker book. No? Yeah. Just Babs. Anyway, I was trying to help Jana get money to get that statue up because it's important to her to have Dicey's statue, help that town get Dicey's statue up. And so I wrote about it. It is part of the book of KOKO, Keep On Keeping On, the first in the trilogy. Isn't that right? Isn't that, yeah, where she goes through there? I get mixed up on my books.
I think it's in the second.
You think it's in the second one, no matter what? Oh, yeah, after she leaves New York, right? Well, that'd be even the third one.
That'd be it's either the second or third.
It's not the first one. So I tell you what, if y'all can tell me which part that book is in, the first person that can tell me, I'll send you. I'll send you.
We would have to know. We'll have to go back.
Well, they can tell me. I'll trust them. I mean, I can verify it, but oh. Sarah, I don't even know what to say about that. Ty says she thinks it's one day at a time, in one day at a time, third series. So, Ty, if that's correct, well, you already have my books. I'm trying to think of what I could send you. And hi, by the way, Ty, glad that you're on here and that you let me know that you're on here.
Now y'all know where
that
character came from. Dicey Langston, true story.
Moving stars. That's it, Judith. And Poodle Professor, good to see you on here. I appreciate the comments and everything that you have been leaving. And hi, Calvin. RV Living with the Geezer is on. Dennis was on earlier. I think he might still be on here. And but anyway, genealogy was not part of my title, but I'm not surprised that we went there since I'm talking about Texas. But yeah, my I think it's my great grandfather, not my great, but my great grandfather was General Sam Houston's physician. And like I said, came over on the Mayflower, and I had all these hopes and dreams of traveling all of Texas, knowing my state before I headed out for the rest of the United States, and it's just cost prohibitive. I mean, there is some free, and not that it has to be free. I know, Sarah, those are great obsolete traditions. We have them here in the United States too, but I don't think there's any that still allow us to pee in the streets. Okay. All right.
And then I'll put the...
So can y'all see this beautiful statue look.
$60,000 they're trying to raise.
Yeah.
They've only raised 6,000.
Yeah, they've only raised 6,000 of 60,000 to do this beautiful bronze statue of Dicey Langston. And Jenna is going to share that link. So, you know, even $5 will help. Did you get to meet with the mayor, or was that just my character? So in my book, I made the character got to meet with the mayor and go out and see the grave, because Jana didn't get to go see Dicey's grave. And so and for those of you that are on here from Wow Workshop, there's where you get to use the words to make life turn out like you wish it had. And so the character in One Day at a Time, ODAT, got to see Dicey's grave because Jana didn't get to. So anyway, so I was saying, you know, Texas versus New Mexico versus Arizona. In 2020, I was going to do my epic road trip. And, you know, and it became the 2020 epic road trip interruptus because of COVID and everything. And that's when I got my first docking station that was temporary and always meant to be temporary versus the permanent one that I have now. And I at that time was going to go and stopped in Alabama, but like 3 miles from the Florida border. So basically, thank you for putting that up, Jenna. If you guys can grab that link and go give at least $5 and tell them that you're doing so for Jenna Walker, that would be great. So anyway, Grace is in Laughlin, Nevada. I know right where you, well, I don't know where you're camped, but I know that area. Anyway, was going to do that, go on up the East Coast. I had all these people I was going to see and go through Ohio and see my friend Sandy Jam Van and on up and see people in upstate New York and go on into Canada. I had a friend that I was going to stay with. I was going to stay with her through the 4th of July so there wouldn't be fireworks because I can't handle fireworks with my brain injury, and then cut across. And I mean, I had this whole trip planned. And, you know, and then COVID hit, and then the gas prices, went up, and then I got this rig that's older and I didn't have my van, and, it just changed the way I traveled and the way I do things. And I have not left this southwestern corridor since 2020. And, my FNL is at 4:00 p.m., Grace, on Mountain Standard Time. So it's at 3 Pacific, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 Eastern. Depends on where you are. And when you travel like we do, trust me, it gets tricky. And when I was traveling state to state, border to border, and coast to coast, it got real tricky for me to even keep track of. But since then, since I left Alabama, Florida, and went to Nevada, and then came back down to Arizona to be with my friends. Finally, after Phoenix got fixed, and thanks to Curtis and Randy, I've never left that southwestern corridor of Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. I miss traveling coast to coast and border to border. I lost some of my security. I used to go anywhere, anytime. You know, I would take my van. I treated her like a damn tank. I would go down roads that nobody should probably be going down, even if they had a tank. And I loved that. And no apologies, Grace. It's okay. I miss being able to do that. I won't lie. I can't see a road. And hi, Rebecca. It's so good to see you on here. I miss you. Anyway, I used to see a road and just go, oh my God, I wonder where that goes. Or, oh my God, that road looks fascinating. Or it would have a sign of something that I thought might be interesting down it. And I would I'd flip a bitch and do a U-turn and go back and go down that road. And that's how I traveled. And I had I got stuck on a cattle guard. I mean, I had more experiences than I should have had, but I had so many wonderful experiences, and I travel differently now. I travel safer. I travel more securely. And you guys, if y'all follow us at all, you know that Jana and I, Frugal RV Gal and I, continue to have amazing experiences. We get to spend amazing time with our friends. So it's not that I'm not enjoying life and having new adventures and new experiences. It's just different. And it has been primarily in New Mexico and Arizona. I did go to Pahrump to help Nevada. I was in Nevada. We both went to help her. Hi, sweetheart. To help our friend when her husband died, and you know, and that's the beauty about traveling. You can do things like that when you want to. But the other thing is that Phoenix now has 77,000 miles on her. And you know the issues that she's had, and I have to watch my budget not only for travel, but if something happens to my rig while I'm traveling, to be able to get her fixed, to be able to get back. And while I have a financial cushion for that, I don't have the financial cushion to be able to take her very far for that. So I've had some people lately asking me, why don't you travel anymore? And I don't know, maybe you're not watching my videos, but I do travel. We do new things. We went to some state parks in New Mexico this year that we had not been to and that I just love. And I, but I'm going to be honest, I do miss that kind of traveling. Maybe one day I'll get to do it again at 66. I don't know. But there is nothing wrong with this corridor of travel that we've been doing. I haven't even gone very far into Texas. I haven't been back to see my cousins. She can't have much company because of her health and the still for her the fear of somebody bringing in something that she might not recover from. So, but I was just talking to Jana last night. I'm like, have you ever been to South Padre Island? And there's so many places that I want her to see, and I want to go back and see. And I'm hoping that we can get that Dicey Langston statue done and be able to go there, which, you know, is going back to the East Coast. And I just don't know, because life took such a different change after 2020, and then with this rig and her being old and you know, I don't know, maybe one day I'll get an agent for my books and be able to do what I want. But right now, don't go into Texas much because of the mileage and because of the cost of camping there. And also then New Mexico has everything that we want. It has the mountains, the lakes, the fishing, the beauty, the wide open spaces, the quiet. You know, I'm telling you, the state. You know, you don't. I don't have to go to up to the northwest to experience the mountains and everything. The state has it all. So we have enjoyed exploring New Mexico, and then of course we go to Arizona for the winter, and we will do so again this year. And I will be having my my book events, and we are going to be doing many meetups, like where we meet for 2, 3, 4 hours in an afternoon. And I'll be posting that on my website, but I'm not doing KOKO Fest anymore. I'm cutting back even on that. And but I'll be doing the annual for my patrons and YouTube channel members. I'll be doing what is your dog fixing to go off on? She's like intense. One of the things about this park is it has an electric fence all the way around it. I don't know how many acres, 50, something like that. But you know, it's a huge acreage around the park, but it's electric fence. So we don't really worry about the coyotes and stuff getting in here, but I've got to show y'all Sammy's face. Hang on. Let me do this. Look at that face. She's been like that for like 10 minutes. Oh, now she turns her head.
There was quail.
Oh, quail. Yeah, there's a lot of quail that run through here. So wasn't really worried that it was a predator animal, but she was scoping out something. Yeah, and anyway, forgot what I was saying. Squirrel. I'm telling y'all, I can't squirrel and keep talking. Once I squirrel, it's kind of over. Somebody remind me what I was rambling on and on and on about. Nobody knows.
I'm trying to think myself.
That means I shouldn't have been talking. I was talking too much. Let me go back and see what oh, Rob says he just bought sticks and bricks for base camp too. Yeah, I love my base camp. Wouldn't trade it for anything. And I love where it's at. I love the quiet, the peace, the no traffic whatsoever. I mean, we are miles from the nearest highway, and how beautiful New Mexico is. Oh, and thank you. I was talking about Arizona. Oh, Grace is going to be in Ireland in August. I'm so jelly. That is so awesome, Grace. Maybe you could. Oh gosh, that is so awesome. And oh, Sarah says they're putting their big girl pants on and going into Europe in the van next year. And y'all be sure and go check out their van. It's a tour on my channel. But anyway, Becky is here. That's so exciting. So we will be doing Arizona again. That's what I was saying, because I have book events. I'll be at the QIA the first Saturday, December, January, February, and March. And then I have a booth at Tyson Wells for Tyson Wells is divided into 3 different high peg, divided into 3 different markets. I will be there for the Arts and Crafts Fair, which is the one that runs at the same time as the Big Tent, and I'll be across the street from the Big Tent. I'm advertising this year. I'm going to have an ad in the Desert Messenger newspaper for both December and January. I don't know if I'm going to spend the money to be in the actual Tyson Wells directory of booths and stuff. It'll have my booth in there on the big general map, but I don't know if I'm going to have the money to run an ad. But watch for if you're in that area, watch for my ad in the newspaper. And yes, my booth is at J22, and you can always go to my website, DebraDickinson.com, and look under events. And it is there. It's J22. So if you walked out of the Big Tent and walked straight across, I'm right by the food court.
You got to cross Kewen.
You go across Kewen, yeah. So go across the street, across Kewen, and go up to the food court, and I'm there, and that's going to be awesome.
Same place.
Same place as last year.
Yeah,
they haven't given us the dollars for the ad for the directory yet. She just now gave me, and I can send her the money for the ad for the newspaper. But I mean, no, I haven't sent her. I committed and am going to send her the money for the newspaper. But she doesn't know yet. They have sponsors. The way she explained it to me, they have sponsors for the directory, and it depends on how many sponsors they get, then what everybody else pays. So I'm like, come on, sponsors. But anyway, it'll be J22, the same place that I've been for the last 2 years. And is that right, or just 1 year? 2 years. Mm-hmm. 2 years. I've been there at Tyson Wells for 3 years. The first year, my friend Joan let me use her booth because she ran out of inventory. She sold out. She doesn't do that anymore. She paints all year and makes sure that she has enough inventory. But she didn't know she was going to do so well. And I'm like, of course you did so well because your work is gorgeous. And I again, go to my website, DebraDickinson.com events, and it has the dates on there. Y'all, please remember your source. I'm not good at remembering exact dates, but I think it's like around the middle of the month in January. It always starts lots of dots. No, I think hers is Fabulous Dots is the name of her booth. She will be right next to me. No, not January 3rd through 12th. That's too early, John. You guys need, can you find my link for that uh, interview with Kim? You ought to be able to put in KYM. Um, but it is, Tyson Wells is divided into 3 different shows, and I'm in the middle show, which is that runs the same time as the Big Tent. Um, so this Sunday, November 6th. Oh, happy early birthday. I'm so glad that you told me, Richard. I would be so sad if I hadn't have been able to wish you happy birthday on here. Oh, thank you for putting up the events page on my
Oh
website.
no, it didn't copy the GoFundMe.
Oh no, don't go there.
Here, let me.
Oh, that's for the Langston. No, that's okay.
I went to your website and
That
got the.
yeah, that's all right. That's so funny. Yeah, it didn't put it in your board clipboard. Anyway, happy early birthday, Richard, my dear friend. That's awesomeness. And the the come camp with me, where we just hang out and we do camping stuff. Like we might have a potluck, but it's not planned. It's just like everybody's like, oh, let's have a potluck tonight. We sit around campfires. It's just so chill. It is either going to be the weekend of Valentine's Day in February or the following weekend. Jenna just got back from Texas last night, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her about that. But I've narrowed it down to one of those two it'll be a long weekend, like Thursday through Sunday. And then I always put up the where to find it and everything on my website. But it's for KOKO Fam patrons and YouTube channel members. And again, you guys, you can do that for as little as $1 a month. But I limit that because I just want it to be close friends, close family, close KOKO Fam, and I don't want it open to the general public. I want it for all of us that suit up and show up all the time. And so we will do that in February, and that'll be in Arizona. And then I got to be honest with you, we'll probably come back here to my docking station, my permanent docking station, for about a month, sometime in April probably. And, oh my gosh, Robin, I missed your birthday. Happy birthday. All these wonderful people in my life having birthdays, and I'm not staying up with it. Thank y'all so much for letting me know. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robin and Richard. Happy birthday to you. Have I missed anybody else? Y'all let me know, because I don't want to miss anybody. That's so awesome. And yeah, happy belated birthday and happy early birthday to you too. Squirrel. Somebody refresh my memory. What was I talking about? Oh my God. Come camp with me. It'll be middle of February, or either the weekend of Valentine's Day or the weekend after that. And Linda, currently in Texas. So I'm skipping. Lorelai and Linda, currently in Texas. They are prime examples of people that just go and travel and enjoy life and aren't in this southwest corridor like I'm sticking to lately. Gosh, they just look at that moon. Oh man, let me show y'all this. So Linda and Lorelai, let me see if I can do this. Linda and Lorelai, put some of the places y'all been, or y'all follow Linda on Instagram, and you will see. Let me see if I can get that moon. Oh, it's not showing up very good. Y'all can't see that, can you? Let me see. That moon is incredible. There it is. Pinch in a little more. Look at that moon. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, that's so pretty. Thank you for saying
I
something.
looked up. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's over there to, oh man, it's so big. I don't know if y'all can tell how big that is. Let me put my jacket on. I knew I'd need my jacket. I ran and got it just before we started. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I'm sitting on my jacket and trying to put it on. It's not, that doesn't work. Anyway, so what I was going to say then after that, we'll come back here to my docking station, and Jenna may probably have to go back to Texas and check on some things at her place in Texas, and I'll stay here. And then after that, you guys, I shared all of that to tell you, then I don't know. I really, we don't have any plans yet. Well, I mean, we have some idea and some plans, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Everything is a compromise. When you go to buy a rig, everything is a compromise. You get big and you get space, and then you compromise places you can go. You get big and you have comfort, and you compromise gas mileage. Small, you compromise conveniences, and you know you can get as small as a Prius. But oh, Becky says it's a gorgeous moon in Texas. Yes, I'm glad you've got a good view of it. Everything's a compromise, including how you travel. I also have pulled back on the miles so that I can write books, and I honestly am so comfortable with this corridor that we do and the adventures that we get to have in New Mexico and Arizona that other than maybe expanding to come to California, I was just going to say, maybe other than expanding to go see friends in California and family in Texas, I would love, Jenna hasn't seen all the places that I've seen. I haven't seen all the places that she's seen, but I would love for her to be able to see some of the places I've seen in Utah and northern Nevada, Lamoille Canyon. You know, I've got a video up about that, and then of course we both have been up to the Northwest, PNW. She has not been to the New England area. I would like for her to see that. But then you start talking about miles, and you start talking about an increased budget, and you start talking about wear and tear on vehicles, and I just don't know. I'm 66. I have this permanent docking station now, and I probably will just stick to writing books and doing this Southwest corridor, but we don't know that yet. And so I wanted to hear from you guys. How many of y'all have big travel plans? How many of you want to keep it small? What are y'all's thoughts on what you're doing? I really am curious about that. And I'll probably do like a update video at some point and talk about that and maybe get feedback from others.
I'm going to Canada.
You're going to Canada? Just kidding. I have two people in Canada I'd love to go see, and that have said we can, and they have places to see. Kathy says I always have big travel plans. I hear you, Kathy. So, and it's a good point. Let me rephrase that. How many of you have big travel plans that you're actually going to do? Just let me know. Oh, good. Betty, my friend in Texas, she didn't get to make it. Kathy and Betty, neither one got to make it to KOKO Fest, and y'all were missed. Yes, we're under the same moon, and that cuts out a lot of miles between us. Yeah, Betty, and you are always in my heart. And Becky, same thing in Texas, seeing that beautiful moon. It does connect us, doesn't it? Let's see. I'm so glad I got to share that moon with y'all. It's still beautiful over there. It's just kind of hanging in the sky. So what was next? Oh, and Ty, if you are still on here, please email me and remind me that you knew where Dicey Langston was in my KOKO trilogy, so I can send you something.
Winter plans.
Winter plans. And I kind of just covered that. It's a balance, isn't it? Grace says. She's very much new to this and constantly fine tuning her travel plans, which she thinks adds to the adventure. Yes. And when I had my van and could do that, and things were different in this country, sometimes I didn't have plans other than like I knew I wanted to go from here to Florida, or the Alabama Florida coast to see my friends Chuck and Letty, and along the way I was going to stop and see these friends and family, but I didn't have exact plans, and I dipped down and went to South Padre Island and across, and then I didn't have plans between there and Ohio, and and then there's the abroad travel, like Judith, France and Italy, and Johnny's journey right now is in the Virgin Islands, and so Debbie says she wants to travel, and she's been everywhere except Alaska and Hawaii, Northeast for the summer for Mel, and head south and west for winter. And see, but that's the thing. When I was doing that, my 2020 epic road trip, and I had points A to B that I wanted to be, and I kind of played it loosey-goosey in between because I wanted to just be able to do whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. It gets tricky. When you leave this Southwest area, it gets tricky because you've got Harvest Host. If you've got enough money, you can do 1,000 trails, but you have to buy sections of 1,000 different members for different parts of the country. And it gets very expensive to do something like that. You can do the state parks, but they're expensive. I mean, when you start traveling in the East, whether it's Southeast to Northeast, that whole East and Midwest of Texas, Texas and above of the United States, Midwest of the United States, Texas and above, that whole half of the United States is expensive to travel in the way I travel. Now you can, and again, I wish Linda and Lorelei that just did this fabulous, they went to these amazing places, and they were all along the East and did all these beautiful tourist stuff and everything. Would weigh in on that, and so that y'all aren't hearing just from me, but it gets precarious. And when you do things like Harvest Host, Boondockers Welcome, that type thing, for the most part, it's still one night stops, and you can get permission to stay 2 and 3 nights, but you have to pay for that. So for me, it's always been a matter of finances. If finances was no issue, if my rig wasn't an issue, you wouldn't be able to catch up with me. I would be traveling so much. But because of budget, because of the constraints on my rig, my winter plans will probably still be to stay in the Southwest corridor, but we will see, because I do miss traveling. Say Corps of Engineers, National Forest. I mean, yes, Corps of Engineers doesn't have, as far as I know, Melanie, their dispersed camping is, I don't know about that. I've never been to a Corps of Engineers that was dispersed. Have you? It's usually fee. You have? It's usually fee-based. It's been my experience. I mean, you can dry dock. It's
right.
cheaper. It's cheaper, but it's not dispersed camping free. National Forest, yes, some, but they're closing down more and more and more too. I have been so blessed, Becky, and my docking station is great. Somebody asked me earlier if it was just a shed or if it's a casita or whatever. It's a casita. I one day I hope to add on to it and do more with it, just like any home that anybody buys. You have improvements in mind probably that you want to do, and upgrades and everything, but right now it's just perfect just the way it is. What were you saying, Jana?
I can't remember. Corps of Engineers in Texas that we used to stay at?
Yeah,
We pay, or-
yeah, the Corps of Engineers in Texas that I've always stayed at. There's 5 different ones that I visited quite frequently. Even before I got on the road, I'd go camping all the time, and they were fee. The one that I'd stayed at with Sue Ann that you said you'd stayed at, that's fee based, if that's the one you're talking about. But anyway, so Linda says it actually wasn't bad. And again, that's always relative, Linda. Might not have been bad for your budget, darling, but I know where y'all went. It's not anything I would have been able to do. You said, Lorelai always found great places to stay and y'all would share a site. And see, that's another thing. If you get too big of a rig, you can't do that. And so I know Lorelai has a little bit bigger rig, but it's still small. Night, Sarah and Tan, and I'm fixing to get off here after I do the giveaways here in a minute. You know, it isn't easy to find places in the East to camp, and it's just not. And if you don't make reservations ahead of time, yeah, use Thousand Trails a lot. Stay 14 days and then out for 7. And Thousand Trails ain't cheap. And so that's what I was saying is that given the budget, given the money, that's what I would do too. And yeah, when you do the Thousand Trails or the different member things like that, or you know there's several that, you know, you can do escapee parks and get a discount, but you know it's not that much of a discount, and there are things that you can do, but you still have to have that money. And so anybody watching this, I want you to know that if you can travel coast to coast and border to border and see this amazing country, I highly recommend it. Linda says that they drive slow so it saves gas. Honey, I have to drive slow. Have you seen my rig? I never, even in my van, because it was my home and everything I owned was in it, I never went over 50 or 55. And a lot of Cracker Barrel and Walmart. Thank you for sharing all of this, Linda. I really appreciate it. And so yes, you can do that if you can find those places that still allow it. And for me, with my brain injury, I can't do too many one-night hops like that. We did a four one-night hops to get here to my docking station, and it did me in. It did me in for 2 days. And those places are usually noisy, and you can't count on them ahead of time. You can use apps like Allstays travel apps and different things, and you can call them ahead of time. I'm not a big proponent of that until you get there in person, because you call them and they're probably going to say no. You get there in person and they see that you're a different person. They see that you're a decent person and that your rig is decent and that you're going to be law abiding, and they'll let you stay usually. But there's no guarantee on that. And I know someone currently that just in the last couple of weeks, you know, I always say have a backup plan for your backup plan, because just in the last couple of weeks, their backup plan didn't work. Their plan didn't work. Their backup plan for their plan didn't work, and their backup plan for their backup didn't work. And finally, about 1 a.m., they found a place to stay and spend the night. And that was my experience too when I was traveling in the East, because I didn't have Thousand Trails, and I was doing one-night hops. And you can find truck stops, you can find Cracker Barrel, you can find Walmart, you can use Harvest Toast, you can use Boondockers Welcomes, you can do the state parks, Corps of Engineers, national parks even. You can do all of those, but it is a different form of travel that takes a lot of energy, a lot of planning, and a lot of money.
Takes a lot of
It takes a lot of what?
energy.
Here, she's talking.
Well, it takes a lot of energy. I'd rather know where I'm going to sleep that night.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not one to go to a Walmart and then go to another Walmart and then, go drive down the road for another hour. No. When I want to get there, I want 2 hours. I want to get there and I want to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not one of those, I don't know where I'm sleeping tonight.
Yeah. It's a different. I travel differently now, and that's what I.
That's why I've always traveled.
Yeah, and that's how
think
she's
I've
always
stayed-
traveled. That's not how I traveled the first 5 years on
I think
the
I've
road.
stayed at 2 Walmarts in my life and 1 Cracker Barrel.
Can
which I
y'all
won't
hear
even
her?
stay
She's
that-
saying that she stayed 2 Walmarts in her life and 1 Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, and the Cracker Barrel was at in Las Cruces, and I've stayed there all the time going to Arizona, but I won't even stay there now. So
Yeah, it's bad.
I will stay at Rockhound. I'll drive the extra, to go to the state park
Yeah.
in Rockhound, or
And we're
I'm not
very
a Walmarter.
Yeah. We're very blessed, and I didn't mean just Walmart or Cracker Barrel, but that's a good point that Jenna makes. We're very blessed that we have been able to plan ahead and do wonderful. We're slow mads. That's it. Slow mads. We're slow mads, Rob. We're right there with you on that. And it is a lot of wear and tear out east, and you guys need to know that, and Lori says it's tiring. Linda, currently in Texas, look her up on Instagram. Lorelei, her adventures, y'all look them up and look at the places they went. It can be done, and they had such a wonderful time. And Linda continues to travel. Lorelei, I'm not sure where you are now, but I hope I get to see both of y'all this winter. Okay, so that is my. What else? Are we up to the giveaways? That is what I wanted to say about Texas,
plans,
New Mexico,
giveaway.
Arizona, and winter plans. So the giveaway, other than Ty contacting me, is one of those 4-night hops that I talked about us getting Tier 2, my docking station, after KOKO Fest. We went through Capitan. Capitan is home. First of all, Lincoln National Forest. Y'all go check it out. If you're traveling, put that on your bucket list. You won't be sad about the area. Visit Lincoln, visit Capitan, visit everything in between, everything all around Fort Stockton. Not Fort Stockton, Fort Stanton. I got my states mixed up. Fort Stockton is in Texas. Fort Stanton is in the Lincoln National Forest of Lincoln and Capitan. You go visit all of those. But
Well, and my video coming out in the morning.
hold on. They can't hear you.
My video coming out in the morning is of that area where I park hosted Rob Jaggers.
It is, yeah.
If you remember, it came out today.
Okay, if you're a member on Jana's channel, you can go watch that video right now. And if you're not a member on Jana's channel, consider
come out in the
joining.
morning.
And it'll come out in the morning. So members got a preview on her channel of that. And so we stayed there, and I got these playing cards to give away. They are, I don't want to open it up because I want it to be new for somebody. But I got these at the Smoky Bear. The Smoky Bear Museum is in Capitan, and I got these in Capitan. And yeah, I think they can see them. Only you. Oh no, that's the wrong song. Only you can prevent forest fires. Texas Lady, one of your channel members, says she saw your video and loved it. And so Rob Jaggers and Poodle Professor stayed at Rob Jaggers and Baca Campground. Jana's video, she was the camp host there forever, helped build and stain all those fences. And anyway, y'all go check it out. Hi, Trina. And so, anyway, I want to give away this Smokey the Bear. And if y'all go to that area, go to Capitan and go visit the Smokey the Bear Museum. But I want to give away these cards tonight. I got these for you guys, and so we're gonna do Jana's spin the wheel thing. How do we do it? I forgot. Do you want to do letters?
Letter.
Okay, yeah. So when I say
From A
go
to
in a
Z.
minute, you pick a letter, A to Z. You only get to put one letter. Don't put multiple letters. But if there's duplicates, don't worry about it. We'll roll again. And so you can pick the same, several of you can pick the same letter. That's fine. But you can only pick one letter. So... dimming. Anyway, you can only put up one letter is what I'm trying. That's okay. Dim's fine. It's actually better lighting dim. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let you do this and do it in. I'll let you go in. Put it up in. And do this. It's okay. And do this. If y'all are ready, is anybody y'all ready to play? On your mark, get set, go. Put your letters up. A through Z. Only guess one letter, and you can have multiples. And you're playing for these. Only you can prevent forest fires. R for Richard, the birthday boy, and R for Robin, the birthday girl. And duplicates are fine. Don't worry about it. Woohoo! I'll let this go for another, I don't know, what, 15 seconds? Is that good enough? So I love that you guys enjoy doing this. Bonnie put up a letter. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm looking at that beautiful moon. I'm going to show you all that moon again while we're. Look at that moon. Look at that moon. Look at that moon. Look at that moon. Isn't that beautiful?
Need some letters.
Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Put up. Oops, that's too close. Put up some more letters. You've got 10 more seconds. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love that y'all are putting up letters. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Not very many.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. No more letters. No more letters. We're going to do the spin.
There's not very many.
Oh, I got a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I'm wondering what you're not seeing. Look at all these. Wait. Look.
What's the last one?
K from Kathy.
Yeah.
I guess not many people wanted a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Are y'all wanting a book? Is somebody on here wanting a book?
Here
I
we
can do a
go.
book giveaway. Okay, here we go. Woo!
Oh, I don't have the sound on.
You.
You
Did we
have
have-
one.
You have won. You. Did anybody guess you?
have won.
Oh, see?
That's why you don't have the sound on. No, you. So we get to spin again. Did anybody not get to post a letter that wants to post a letter? I'll give you a few more seconds. Because Jana's right. We didn't have very many people. So, and there's 50 of you on here. Oh, Stacy, that's so sweet. Stacy just gave me a super chat tip of $9.99. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, anybody want to do some more letters? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, spin again, Jana. Jana, there you go.
W.
W.
You'll have to take Kathy's because I can't go back to get one.
Okay.
How many do you have?
People, we're going to switch to numbers. There were 11 people that guessed. So let's do 1 through 15. Can you do that?
Yeah.
So we're going to switch to numbers, and we're going to do 1 through 15 because there were 11 of you that guessed. Oh, but we can't. They'd have to put up numbers.
True.
Okay.
Wait. Let me go back.
Wait, guys.
Let me go back and see if I can do.
I just don't want y'all to be here all night. Wait, Stacy, don't put a number up yet. Wait. They want to do numbers. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all of y'all put up numbers. Oh, that's okay, Stacy. You didn't need to do that. Y'all are so sweet. All right. So put up numbers 1 through 15. If you want this deck of cards, only you. Put up numbers. It's getting dark. Put up numbers 1 through 15. We're running out of time because of dark. Okay, thank you, Stacy. 1 through 15. Come on, guys. Come on. Hurry. 1 through 15. Let's go. Okay, we got some duplicates, and that's okay. Oh, hi, Vince. And Richard and Reg and Melanie. 1 through 15. Here we go. Be on the road. Good deal. We're getting more people.
Yeah, now. They like numbers better than
I think
letters.
they do. That's okay. I love it. Y'all keep going. All right, I'm gonna give you I'll give you 15 more seconds, and I'll do a countdown. So hurry up and get your number in. It's okay if you do duplicates, but you only get to guess once. All right, that's okay. That's fine. We can have multiples. It's okay. All right, so here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No more numbers. I'm trying to get the light to come back on. There we go.
You may have to scoot up.
I
sit
know,
right
and stay
underneath
underneath it. Okay, we're ready. 1 through 15.
Okay, this is going to be
Come on,
fast
Bubby.
because it's a number generator on Google. So
Yeah.
I can't. There. So there's 15 numbers. I'm going to push the button.
Okay, push the button.
1 through 15.
Yeah.
13. Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. That's how many guessed. Be on the road. Anybody else? Bonnie got it.
Let's see.
Who else?
Lucky
All right,
13.
Bonnie. Bonnie got it. All
Is it
right.
all
Hey,
one?
Susan Jack. Good to see you. I think that's it. Okay, Bonnie, I will, I don't know if you're traveling or not, Bonnie, so email me and let me know if I need to send these to you at your address or if you're traveling or not. So yay! So it seems like do y'all like doing the letters better than the numbers? Congratulations, Bonnie. Do y'all like doing the letters better? Y'all tell me.
Letters or numbers?
I mean, letters or numbers? Which do you prefer, letters or numbers when we do these contests? Bonnie is the winner.
Bonnie.
They're not answering. All right, guys, I kept you on here longer than I usually do. We got to talking about
dark.
genealogy and everything. Richard says numbers. The birthday boy says numbers. Stacy says letters. Kathy says I like to win.
Yeah.
Linda's no preference. Okay. All right. Well, we might just
Switch
mix
it
it
up.
up then every now and then. Yeah, we're both thinking the same thing.
Switch it up.
All right, guys. It's clearly, wave your arms. It is clearly getting dark. So we're going to sign off. And Trina is asking Debbie's Journal Dreams if she does junk journaling. So hopefully y'all can carry on that conversation. But I hope that you all are happy and safe wherever you are and doing really well. Becky, it was great to have you on here. Bonnie, you're welcome. Congratulations. And thank you all for joining me as always. It's been wonderful and I appreciate you. Keep on keeping on and have a good night, you guys.